You earn six figures. On paper, that should mean you made it. A generation ago, that income often meant a paid-off home, a pension, and a retirement date you could actually see. Today, it often means something else. Keeping up, not falling behind, and wondering why a good salary no longer buys the future it used to. Not because people stopped working hard, not because they stopped saving. The math behind retirement quietly changed, and almost no one was told. So what happened? Retirement used to rest on three pillars: a pension, a home you could eventually own, and savings that grew faster than the cost of living. For millions of steady workers, that made retirement realistic. Then the pillars weakened. Pensions disappeared from much of the private sector, replaced by retirement accounts tied to markets, timing, and personal discipline. But this was more than a new savings plan. It was a transfer of risk. If the market falls, it is your problem. If inflation rises, it is your problem. If you start late, it is your problem. If you live longer than expected, it is your problem. Retirement did not vanish all at once. The risk was handed to the individual. Homes changed too. They became investments before they were homes. More expensive to buy, more expensive to finance, and harder to pay off before retirement. And savings? That pillar weakened quietly. Here's where the math broke. Inflation sounds small year to year, but over decades, it changes everything. Your savings balance may rise, but what that money can buy slowly shrinks. So even disciplined savers can lose purchasing power without ever spending the money. To beat inflation, you have to invest. But investing requires extra money, time, knowledge, and risk tolerance. And many workers have less of all four than the system assumes. But that's only half the story. The cost of a normal life kept rising. Housing, healthcare, insurance, childcare, food, transportation. A six-figure salary used to cover a comfortable life with room left over to build wealth. Today, in many places, it covers the life itself. The mortgage or rent, the car payment, the groceries, the medical bills, the debt. The paycheck did not lose meaning, it lost margin. Then something bigger happened. Assets left wages behind. Homes became harder to buy. Stocks became more expensive to enter. And people who already owned assets watched their wealth multiply. Everyone else had to catch up using income alone. That changed the meaning of a salary. A high salary used to be the path to ownership. Now ownership is increasingly the path to wealth. This is why so many high earners feel confused. The income looks impressive, the lifestyle looks comfortable, but the retirement math still does not add up. $1 million used to sound like security. Today, in expensive areas, even 2 or 3 million can feel like the new target. Because retirement itself costs more, healthcare costs more, housing costs continue, and people are living longer. The six-figure salary still matters. It still opens doors, but it no longer guarantees what it once did. Not a paid-off home, not a pension, not a simple path to retirement. The salary did not fail. The economy around it shifted. A six-figure salary used to mean you had arrived. Today, it often means you are still trying to catch up.